First time I remember Piper was, it was right before Christmas one year. We were in Macon, Georgia doing a nitro, and we fed Piper all night long. Even when we went off the air, me and Kid just kept feeding him until he blew up. And then we'd roll back out, and I looked at Kid, I said, "You want to do it some more?" And we went, "Well, it is Roddy Piper." We went back in and just bing, 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 just making him because it was like, wow, it's Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
The only heat I remember having with Piper was Hulk saw me and Kev doing jobs for everybody all the time and it not hurting us. Like we'd do jobs for guys, then we'd lie about it. We'd go, "I beat his ass." And people go, "No, you didn't, you lost," because I learned that from Kevin Sullivan. He would lose and then he'd say, "No, I beat him." And I'd be sitting at home like a mark going, "No, you didn't." So that's what I learned is heels lie. Like you lose, put the guy over, then lie about it. So Hulk saw us doing that, so we talked Hulk, who doesn't do jobs, into letting Piper beat him at Starrcade in Nashville with a sleeper. So Hulk put Piper over. He was so excited when we got in the limo that night going back to the hotel that he couldn't stop. He was so excited, it made me feel great to see Hulk that happy.
Yeah.
Because he did a job and he was happy, you know. And we were going, "Yeah, see, it fun. It doesn't even matter, man. Like, we're still the shit. We lost. Did you hear the people? Like, we put Piper over, man. Did you hear the people?" Because if we didn't put him over, what are you going to do, a DQ or something? No, man. We're doing the whole Pat Patterson, Kurt Hennig click idea. You're going to make the guy make him, man. He's going to beat you, take his finish. Not some schoolboy or small package, but no, man, let him beat you with his finish. So the only friction I had was when it came time for Piper to put Savage over in San Francisco at Super Brawl one time. They had to do the, you know, he wouldn't take the elbow drop. You know, he had to get hit with the tape, you know, the brass tape, the brass tape knuckles. And I remember standing in me and Hulk were standing in the hotel bar, and Piper and Bischoff were standing at another little table, and I was buzzing and I was pissed off, and I fucked with Piper all night. I said, "Yeah, Piper," I said, "What's that tape do? Wants to give you a rash or something?" I said, "You're too fucking much." I said, "Hulk puts you over and you won't put Savage over?" I said, "I used to respect you. I think you're a jabroni." I said, "I can't believe you, man. What is it, real? What, are we too close to Portland?" I mean, I just went on and on and on. And the one thing I remember was Bischoff looking at me going, "Stop it, stop it." and Hogan told me later, he goes, "Wow, brother, no one's ever stuck up for me before." You know, because Hulk was always the man, so no one was ever watching his back, you know.
Yeah.
I said, "You know, Hulk does a job for you. You won't do a job for Savage?" I said, "I don't get it, man." I said, "What makes you so special?" You know, I just totally, I don't know. I remember going into that angle, they did a thing where Piper stayed in Alcatraz for a week because the pay-per-view was in San Francisco at the Cow Palace. And I said, "Wow, you must have been real popular at Alcatraz." I said, "Bet you got a lot of candy bars and cigarettes, you queer." You know, I really had a problem. That's the only thing I can remember about Roddy being pissed off at. But that blew over because he knew he was wrong. Yeah. But I don't remember him ever coming after us, because if he'd have come after us, he'd have got his ass kicked.